Okay, here I am, people. Conrad, I'm going to answer your Antagonize a Mayan. I see your reminder. It's almost over, bitches. Conrad, you are something else. Could you really handle all the dick that you say you want? Love you, Conrad. I'll tell you what. When I investigated trying to be gay in my 20s, I had a rude awakening. That is not my scene. More power to you, Conrad. Okay, I'm listening to Ultravox. 3 into 1. This is from the days when John Fox started the band. Let's give some props to the man who's been completely fucking forgotten, you know. Everyone talks about Gary Newman. Gary Newman ain't got shit to say without talking about John Fox first, okay? Okay, calm down, Dereck. I just come back in from a walk. I'm getting that back together. I don't like my belly being big. Still warm today. But I had watched Wes's response last night. I know there are several responses. I just, you know, I can only watch so many videos now at one time. Wes's response was personal, and that always touches me, and it inspires me. You know, when people have the balls to be honest and share personally here in this really big fucked up world where there's all sorts of crazy people running around doing crazy things for no reason, it encourages me that we're not completely lost. Okay, so here's my response. The other reason, Conrad, another reason why I was hesitant to answer this is because I have to repeat myself. Okay, and as you'll see right here, this is the first repeat. Well, actually, it's the second one. I'll go to the first one. All right. Show or name an artist you feel drawn to. And I really tried, you know, the first answer that came to me, I thought, maybe I can do better. And I waited, and the first answer is the true answer. Someone that I'm drawn to, and this is a bunch of his records, is Ryuichi Sakamoto from Japan. Best I can put into words is this. Now, I am not trained. He is a classically trained virtuoso pianist, but he has always struck me as iconoclastic. In other words, willing and wanting to try things on his own in his own way, which I think has marginalized him from being a household name in the world. I think he's really famous in Japan, but he's gone for, in my opinion, it seems like he continues to reach for this elusive vision that he has of what music can be. And I'm drawn to him. I have been for 20 some years now. I thought, is it Peter Gabriel? Because he was a role model to me, but no, that was a different story. Genesis started all that. But when I finally heard Yellow Magic Orchestra music that I liked, the person that intrigued me in the band and I was drawn to was Sakamoto. Now, Hiromi Hosono is the godfather. He started all this shit. But Sakamoto is the person who drew me in. And I would still collect Sakamoto now, but it's just too expensive. You know, everything's Japanese and just too expensive. Thousand Knives, Summer Nerves. And he plays across the styles gamut. Everything from avant-garde noise to reggae, pop, J-pop, classical, Indonesia. This is just beautiful. The other thing I like about Sakamoto is that he has always been streetwise, has always tried to keep his ear to the street, respond to it and incorporate it, but has never, he always remains, I want to say this without insulting anyone, he's an intelligent person with values and scruples. So he may get down on the street to see what's going on, but he's not going to lie in the gutter with all the idiots that are down there. The Arrangement with Robin Scott. And I feel the same way. I can get down with anybody. Rich, poor, old, young, whatever. I can get along with some of the worst and the best kind of people in society, but I'm not going to lay down in the dirt with you and get along with you, but I'm not going to hang out with you. Coda. Oh, God. Oh, God. Solo piano, Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence, interpreted on solo piano. Lord. Here's Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. Just exquisite, exquisite, high-quality music. This music demands your intelligence. So I'm drawn to that in people in general. I like people, but if you're dumb, get the fuck away from me. Fieldwork. Sakamoto with Thomas Dolby. Left-Handed Dream. Just love this album. This is the Japanese version, which has different tracks plus a whole 7-inch single. Here's the UK version, almost completely different from the Japanese. Love that cover. Neo Geo. Wow. Produced by Bill Laswell. This is not the best of his albums, but there's moments on here. Just fantastic moments. Now this is dope. Beauty. When you have Robert Wyatt and Brian Wilson on your album at the same time, you're missing out, people. I'm going to be like that. Even if you listen to it and you say you don't like it, don't get it, I'm going to just be like this. You're missing it. Sakamoto's a bad mother. Another Neo Geo. One of these is American, one is UK. Single from B2 Unit. You Do Me with Jill Jones. She was one of Prince's proteges. She got with Sakamoto, and he really made her sexy. This is a sexy, sexy song. And video, if you can see it. Risky with Iggy Pop. Do y'all know this stuff? This is fantastic. Iggy Pop can really sing. Pardon me if I sound just, I mean, feel me. You know, it's like, you know, this incredible music, you know. Find out. Here's a test pressing of a remix by Sakamoto that was never released. We Love You, DNA remix. Okay, I got a bunch of Sakamoto, okay? I am drawn to Sakamoto. The man is good. He's excellent. And I think he's so good that if you don't get him, it's on you, not on him, okay? Okay. Number 2, show an album that represents an ending. I hope I didn't miss a question. Thought about this, and it just came back to this. Lamb Lies Down on Broadway for me came at a time in my life. I graduated from high school in 73, trying to find my way. This came out in what, 74, 75? Whenever it came out about that time, it was the soundtrack to my life, and what it was the soundtrack to my innocence, the ending of innocence, the end of adolescence. Me trying to become a man, trying to deal with the fact that, you know, it was quite a transition. So it was the end of childhood, the end of adolescence. The end of innocence had already happened. Number 3, show a record that survived. I'm going to just say it like this. I'm going to be real shitty. The record that will probably be survive will be something that I absolutely loathe. It'll be something that everybody knows. It's been played to motherfucking death. It'll probably be one of those records that does not even closely represent what man was capable of musically. And I'm not going to say any names because I don't want to insult you guys that love that stuff. But you kind of can read between the lines. It's the stuff that everyone is always talking about that is... Let me stop. I don't know that any of the records that I really love will survive. Let me put it like that, okay? Lastly, it's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel pissed.